The following is a presentation of Dakota Radio Group Sports and DRGnews.com.
You're listening to coverage of area high school sports on 1060 KGFX. You can also listen or watch this game online at DRGnews.com. Now, here's David Burrow.
Thank you, Chuck, and hi, everyone. The regular season of boys high school basketball in South Dakota is in its final week. And the Stanley County Buffaloes look to take good momentum and continue it into the postseason. For the Miller Rustlers, a rebuilding program. They've had a couple of close losses and chances for a third win lately. They'd like to pull off the upset here tonight. We're at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. As for the final time this season, the Stanley County Buffaloes will play on their home floor. It's the Miller Rustlers and the Stanley County Buffaloes in boys basketball tonight. High school basketball on 1060 107.1 KGFX is brought to you by the Miller Press, Car Chiropractic, Miller Rexall Drug, Jan Bussey Ford, Crystal Volkertson Agency, your American Family Insurance agent in Miller, Kent Clark Insurance, Venture Communications, Advanced Collision and Repair, and Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, along with First Dakota National Bank, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Peer Physical Therapy and Rehab. Live video underway at the KGFX page at the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com, and it's brought to you by Bauman Lumber and Wegner Auto, and our video scoreboard sponsors Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre. And our special in-game sponsors bring you tonight's action. Our Becky Possiba State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Martin Fort Pierre, CHS Midwest Cooperative, Bauman Lumber, who will bring you our player of the game, and Wegner Auto, they'll keep you on top of the scoreboard. Wegner Auto, don't forget that Blizzard sale is this coming Friday and Saturday. Thank you for joining us. Our studio coordinator is Heather Williams. Well, for Stanley County and for Miller, just a couple of games left in the regular season for each. The Buffaloes, after tonight, go to Baldo on Thursday to take on North Central. Miller, after tonight, for their home finale at the Miller Armory against Highmore Herald on Friday in a game that'll be on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. The Buffaloes now at 9-8, coming off their win over Langford area in Langford, 60-53 on Friday after the close loss to Mobridge Pollock last week. Miller at 2-16, another tough year. They did beat James Valley Christian in their first game of the year. They've beaten Aberdeen Roncalli. As we say, a couple of close ones lately. They lost by 5 at home to Weston Springs. They lost by 4 last week at Faulkton area. So the Rustlers trying to turn things around, but looking certainly toward the future. Still a very young team, one senior King Dan, and four players come out in the next few years. Miller boys basketball back to where it was when Josh Holland played there. And 2 minutes from Parkview Auditorium, this is high school basketball on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
If you'd like to earn up to a 30% discount on your auto insurance, then here's your chance. Potsuba State Farm has an updated version of the Drive Safe and Save app, and drivers everywhere are enjoying the rewards. Millions are now saying it, don't mess with my discount, and you will too. Just download the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm to get started, or call Potsuba State Farm agent's office and they'll be happy to sign you up. Call 224-4173, Potsuba State Farm Insurance, and learn more today.
Miller Rustler fans, it's time to get your green on. Be true to your school and show your Miller Rustler pride with ready-to-wear Rustler t-shirts and sweatshirts from the Miller Press. Stop into the Miller Press office at 114 West 3rd Street. They can help you get your green on and show that great Miller pride. The Miller Press is published weekly on Wednesdays with everything you need to know regarding Miller area news and sports. They also provide commercial printing, and check out their e-edition at themillerpress.com.
He weighs only 22 pounds. He sleeps most of the day, but he has a lot of squeaky toys. And whoo, boy, does he like to run. If your new puppy or other addition to your family has turned your starter home from cozy to cramped, it might be time to talk to a member of the First Dakota National Bank's home loan team about the competitive rates on our More Room for the Dog to Run loans. Bank yourself at home with First Dakota, because who knew a puggle could take up so much space?
app for everything. High school DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Casino in the App Store or Google Play. It can take only a moment, so you don't have it.
We're up on defense. We got a few more things we got to get figured out. Got to get more aggressive getting the rebounds, but if we can get it all clicking, you never know what happens come postseason here.
No doubt you'll have the chance, and obviously you knew the challenge you had, but you're back at your alma mater, and I'm sure the aim is get the program back to where it was, like say when you were there.
Yeah, it's crazy, things change fast, and that's one of the challenges with high school basketball. Just depending on who goes out, how many kids you got out, and just rotating. I know, one of the struggles they've talked about is it's been a different coach almost every year for the last 3-4 years, it seems like. So trying to find some consistency and getting these kids excited again, that's the challenge. So got to start somewhere, and this is the way this season's ending is a good start so far.
And I know this is not a short-term plan for you. This is not 1 year, and I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I know you're committed to this.
Oh, absolutely. This sport has gave me everything when I was growing up, and it's just that much more special to be back home.
What about the Stanley County team? What will you have to do to try to slow them down?
We got to keep them off the boards. They got some size, and we definitely got to shut down penetration. Make sure we know we're princes at all times. That kid can shoot. I think if we do, again, the little things we've been getting better and better at, if we can do them well, we always give ourselves a chance to win.
It's Josh Holland, the head coach of the Miller Rustlers. Thank you for the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
More on the Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame coming up in 2 minutes. We'll visit with head coach Max Foth of the Stanley County Buffaloes on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
The sports season is upon us. The last thing you want this sports season is an injury. An injury can ruin the season for you as well as your team. The doctors at Carr Chiropractic Clinic PC are highly trained and educated on prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sports injuries. They have a certified athletic trainer and massage therapist on staff, high school athletic therapists, and are available 24 hours a day if an injury does occur. Let our your team. The doctors and staff at Carr Chiropractic wish Rustlers good luck this season.
Expenses to juggle as a business owner. Worrying about health insurance for your employees shouldn't be one. Avera Health Plans could save your business up to 30% on health insurance costs without compromising your employees' benefits. You get access to a large network of providers and specialists, as well as 24/7 virtual provider visits with Avera Now. Now that's a deal. We make getting a quote and switching employer plans easy. Call your agent or get a quote at averahealthplans.com/save.
Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned health pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurance is accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall, Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
At Parkview Auditorium on the Becky Pottsville State Farm pregame, our keys to success with the head coach of the Stanley County Buffaloes, Max Foth. Since we saw you last, a win for your team at Langford. Good ball game for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good team, very well coached. They've won a lot of games, and they've got a lot of seniors on their roster. So anytime you can take a 3.5-hour bus trip and come away with a win, it makes that ride home a little bit easier.
Well, you've been dealing with a whole lot of things around here. Couldn't play a JV game because of injuries and flu. Not that the flu's fun, but at least it's not COVID-19. But boy, that's starting to drag things down a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too bad. You feel bad for our junior varsity guys, those younger guys that don't get to play a ton of varsity minutes. And, they look forward to these JV games just like we do. But it's one of those things that you kind of got to play the hand that you're dealt. And we don't like our hand right now, but there's nothing we can do about it. So hopefully we'll be able to play one more JV game before the end of the season.
Well, and you have a one change to your starting lineup. It's for a very good reason. Jamie Juarez gets to start tonight on his senior night.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to having Jamie play some varsity minutes for us. You know, it's definitely something he could have done this season. You know, it's another one of those situations where, you know, the poor kid has had a rough hand. You know, he's been quarantined 3 different times and had to miss, you know, 20 plus practices with all those quarantines. So it's tough to miss that much practice and be a varsity level player. He's got varsity level talent, but he just hasn't been to enough practices. So tonight we're gonna showcase him a little bit and keep things a little simple and let him get out there and go play something.
Got 2 games to go. The Wall game was just a great turnaround for you, and then going well in Langford. You feel like this team's starting to put it together at the right time?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I felt like we played some of our best basketball, you know, up in Langford, and I felt like we played pretty good against a good Mobridge team as well. So I think as long as we can pick up where we left off, hopefully we could start fast and be aggressive and really get out and run, and hopefully we can make this one good for us from the start.
You want to take a look at a Miller team tonight that I know they've struggled, but it's Miller. They want to beat somebody in their region. They want to do something good here at the end of the year. What's your keys to success against this Miller team?
Yeah, absolutely. You look at their roster, they've got young kids all over the place. They do a nice job. It's one of those things, too. They've been playing better basketball at the end of the season. They've had a couple close losses their last couple times out. So it's one of those things, too, that, you know, I tell the boys we're not scoreboard watching because we know that, you know, we've done that a time or two this season, and we've had some really close games that maybe shouldn't have been as close. So hopefully we just take that to heart and we go out and we play hard right from the jump tonight, and hopefully we take care of business.
This could be our last pregame chat, so if it is, thank you for all the help during football and basketball season. It's been really a pleasure to cover you guys this year.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Max Foth, the head coach of the Stanley County Buffaloes. There's more on the way from Parkview Auditorium on the Becky Pottspa State Farm pregame. Back in 2 minutes here on 1060, 107.1 KGFX.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, we've been building partnerships for life by offering you a low-pressure sales process, no gimmicks, and passing our low overhead savings on to you. Our Ford Certified Service Department with senior master technicians is known for fixing it right the first time. And we offer a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, quality pre-owned vehicles, and top brand trailers and Kawasaki ATVs. Shop PioneerGarage.com or call 605-852-2122. Jan Bussey Ford. Lower your payment with great rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Now is the time to refinance your vehicle with rates as low as 2.49%, plus no payments for 90 days. The same friendly faces and customer service are at their new location, complete with convenient drive-through lane on Garfield Avenue at the Northridge Plaza. Low rates and 90 days, no payments. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
At American Family Insurance, we believe that with the right support, any dream is possible. For auto, home, business, or life, contact us today.
This is Crystal at Crystal Volquartz Agency Incorporated. Stop in or give us a call at 853-3324.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
At Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre High School basketball action in boys play. It's the Miller Rustlers and the Stanley County Buffaloes, 2 teams from Region 6 in Class A, and we'll talk about the standings a little later. First for the Miller Rustlers, the Shoemaker, 5'9" freshman, averages just under 3.5 rebounds a game. He's most recent, this team 29. Adam Turner, 5'10", sophomore, he averages a point and an assist per game. Caden Danberg on the 6-foot senior, only senior from this team, 6.8 points and 3.1 rebounds and 14 made threes. Spencer Fergus is a the 6'4" have the start on his senior night. The 5'10" player, Dason Titsey, normally would start. Strand Scott, the 6'5" junior. Nathan Cook, the 6'3" senior, who's having a big season for the Buffaloes. And so is Lathan Prince, the 6'1" junior. Of course, 3 seniors on this Buffalo team, along with Juarez, Nathan Cook, and Tane Bowman. The head coach of the Buffaloes, Max Foth, he is in his 6th season now with a record of 61 and 64. Damon Hofteaser is his assistant. Those are the starting lineups. Now it's time to tell you about the law on the court, and it's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. We will introduce this evening's officials when we come back to Parkview Auditorium in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Monitor your accounts, especially during the holidays. Remember to track your accounts frequently for any fraudulent transactions, whether through mobile banking or online access. Sign up for notifications or text alerts from your bank that might indicate suspicious activity. This can range from mobile deposit alerts, big purchase alerts, password change alerts, etc. If you receive an alert, immediately reach out to your bank to ensure it is not a scam. Do not click on the link. With questions, contact the South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986.
Tonight's officials, Brandon Solik, Dan Swenson, and Doug Sherman. I'll say it one more time, as Brian likes to say, we thank them for doing what often can be a thankless job. The Law on the Court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Stanley County in their home white uniforms with gold numerals in purple trim, purple piping with buffs written in gold on the side of the shorts. Miller in their mainly Kelly green uniform, a little deeper green than Pierre has, a little deeper than Kelly green. They have white numerals, rustlers in front, and the number on the back. And Stanley County, we'll have the video, of course. In fact, it's there now at the KGFX page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Stanley County will shoot at the bucket 2 Miller go from right to left. That Key Possible State Farm pregame show. One more time for the Buffalo Boys at Parkview Auditorium this season. Their final home game. Tonight's edition, when we return to high school basketball on 10.
Will give you peace of mind knowing you're covered and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Ken Clark Insurance in Wessington at 458-2281. Equal Opportunity Provider.
Hometown spirit, nothing else comes near it. It's the kind of pride that you feel inside the spirit of our hometown. Hometown spirit, nothing else comes near it.
Hometown spirit, nothing else comes near it. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, proud to be your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Venture Communications is proud to serve South Dakota with the highest quality internet and communication services, all delivered with 100% fiber optics. Communication services include high-speed internet and Wi-Fi with speeds up to 1 gigabit to handle the TV streaming needs in your home. Venture's high-quality, high-speed internet and managed Wi-Fi routers handle customers' needs with a 100% fiber optic network. Venture Communications is the best choice for your internet needs. Call 605-852-2224 or go to www.venturecom.net.
Hi, this is Dr. John Rounds of Peer Physical Therapy and Rehab. I want to thank the community for a successful opening of our private practice physical therapy clinic in 2020. We want to help you reach your goals in 2021. Back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain? No problem. Give me a call at 494-0257 so we can help get you back in motion. Medicare and most major insurance is accepted. Remember, you have a choice where you get your physical therapy, so choose Peer PT.
Man, what are you doing?
Well, I got in that fender bender last week, and I have a great idea. I'm going to wrap my car in bubble wrap. I can't get hurt that way.
Oh, no. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't work that way. Get that dent fixed. Advanced Collision and Repair, 1022 East 3rd Street in Miller. Call 893-0190 for Advanced Collision and Repair and put down the bubble wrap.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, deli department, and hardware, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. The friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests, too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
At Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre, ready for the final home game of the regular season for the Stanley County Buffaloes as they're set to meet the Miller Rustlers. The colors being removed from the floor. Stanley County at 9-8, Miller at 2-16 coming into this next to last game of the regular season for each. And to tell you about the standings in Region 6 and Class A boys basketball, Chamberlain is on top of the seed point standings. Remember, as we have mentioned before, there are only 4 teams playing. Chamberlain on top at 44.3, 6-8. Their regular season is over. The Cubs finished at 15-4. Mobridge Pollock 3/10 behind them at 44.059. The Tigers are hosting Lower Brule tonight. That's on Star 99. They have one more game after that. More than likely, the Tigers will end up in second, and in that instance would host Stanley County in the game to decide a SODAC 16 participant. And again, this is a fairly educated guess. Darren Boyle told me this, so of course I believe him. But it's probably going to be a week from Thursday. The Region 6A girls games will be this Thursday. So the Buffaloes know they're going to be on the road. And again, it most likely will be against the Mobridge Pollock team that they lost to by 4 points here last Tuesday evening. For Miller, they know they're going to be on the road too, most likely at Chamberlain. But for a Rustler team just trying to improve things. A 5-point loss, a 4-point loss. That's a pretty good Wessington Springs team that they only lost to by 5 points a couple of games back, and just a 4-point loss at Faulkton area in their last one. As we mentioned, 3 seniors on this Buffalo team celebrating their senior night, but not as much celebrating for Tane Bowman, and this is too bad. A young man with a foot in a cast. He is on crutches, and this is someone that has given the Buffaloes good minutes off the bench in the post this season, but they will not have him tonight, and they won't have him for the North Central game, and I'm sure not for the rest of the season. He is not in a good way. So we're ready with Miller bringing out Alex Shoemaker, Adam Turner, Spencer Fernals, Trevor Wardle, and Caden Danberg. For Stanley County, Cormac Duffy, Jamie Juarez starting on a senior night, Strand Scott, Nathan Cook, and Lathan Prince. Lynn's Dakota Martin, Fort Pierre bringing you our opening tip. Nathan Cook will jump for Stanley County. Caden Danberg for Miller against Stanley County will shoot at the bucket to your right, Miller to your left. We hope you enjoy the action. Aaron Cook stole that. They're going to give that to Miller. Not to Denver, but he didn't give a chance there. And that's good basketball. And that's the correct call. Fernals with a desperate dive. And Stanley County gets the inbound at midcourt. Duffy for Prince into the backcourt. 25 seconds gone. Just the one possession so far. Stanley County's first time with it. Cook, right baseline drive. Spins it for Juarez. Back out front to Duffy. Cormack to Lathan Prince on the right wing. Trying to drive on Turner. Stops at the foul line. Shoots, hits. First two for Lathan Prince, who has had good games lately. Stanley County scores first. We're 45 seconds into the game. 2-0 Buffaloes. Spencer Fernholz for Miller. Left wing. Into the front court. Good move. Drive, but it's off the rim. And it's rebounded by Nathan Cook. Stanley County. Buffaloes. Down. He left it short. Second chance for Cook. Short. An offensive rebound before it is taken away. Now Stanley County steals it right back from Miller. So a couple of chances for Stanley County on the offensive end. They can't score, but now they have the basketball right back with 6:39 in the first, up 2-0 over Miller. In this next to last game of the regular season in boys hoops for both teams. Girls playoff action is starting tonight in Class B. And as we mentioned in Class A later, and we'll tell you about that later. Cook, right lane line, right wing corner. Prince with a three off the back rim. Cook another offensive rebound. Drives and scores. Nathan Cook's first two after his third rebound already. And Stanley County has a 4-0 lead over Miller with 6:10 left first quarter. Down low, good pass from Danberg to Wordle, but the shot would not fall, and the rebound brought in by Cook. Quickly for a drive on the baseline with a foul. Juarez is down there on his senior night, able to draw a foul. And Jamie, boy, you heard Max Vogt talk about all he has been through. He'll have free throws right here. The foul is on Spencer Fernals his first. You miss all those practices. And again, the quarantining doesn't. They really wanted to have Juarez in their rotation this year. It just didn't work out that way. But he starts tonight on his senior night, and he misses the first free throw. Exactly 2 minutes gone. It's still 4-0 Stanley County on top. The Buffalo girls play Thursday night in the Region 6A game for a Sodak 16 spot at Mobridge Pollock. The second one is short, but Cook has another rebound and scores. Nathan Cook has 4 points and 4 rebounds early on in this game, and Miller has a 6-0 lead, and Josh Holland's going to put a stop to this with a timeout. 5:54 left in the first quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. Stanley County leads Miller 6-0. Back in 30 on KGFX.
See Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply for all your farming and ranching needs. They offer Hardland heating pellets, Gallagher electric fencing, Tartar gates, banjo fittings, Ritchie water tanks, antifreeze and diesel supplements, muck boots up to size 16, gloves and hats, jackets, coats, and coveralls in sizes up to 5XL. All of this and more at Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. North Broadway, Miller.
Of the game for Stanley County. Miller inbounds against some full court pressure. It's brought in from Wordle to Turner. And the right alley is Danberg to the baseline. Had it stripped away from him, taken in by Nathan Cook for Stanley County. Second Miller turnover. Down low, but it is knocked away and out of bounds by Fernholz, trying to make the steal. Couldn't quite do so. So Stanley County will inbound. And here's Dason Titzing, who normally starts as Jamie Juarez leaves. Getting the start on his senior night. And Evan Nordstrom comes into the game for the first time. Nordstrom, the 5'11 junior. Now, of course, Titsy is also a 5'11 junior. Duffy into the lane for Cook. Turns around, drives, misses this one. Rebound tipped and came to Spencer Fernholz. There's the first Miller rebound of the game. Rustlers into the front court, down 6, 2.5 minutes gone. Fernholz, good drop step. Left baseline drive missing. Lathan Prince scoots out of there with a rebound for Stanley County, and Miller is 0 for 4 from the floor to start this game. Prince in the front court in the offensive half of the center circle. Left wing for Duffy, back way out front to Prince. Right wing for Nordstrom, going against a man defense by Miller. Duffy starts a dribble, brings it on the right side to Nordstrom. Baseline, pass Danberg, misses the layup, rebounded by Wordle. Miller with it back. The Buffs are 3 of 8 shooting as it's all the way to the baseline. Danberg, but he threw it over the rim, and it's rebounded by Cook, and there's the 5th rebound already for Nathan. Baseline drive is good. 8-0 Stanley County. As Cook now has 6 of the 8 points. Against some pressure, it's into the front court. Danberg, now he's fouled as a holding foul is called on Lathan Prince of Stanley County, the first foul in either team of this game. 4:37 left first quarter, or the first foul on Stanley County, I should say. Miller does have 1-2. 4:37 in the first, Stanley County 8, Miller nothing. At Parkview Auditorium. Here is a deflection and a steal. It's a good play by Cormac Duffy. And into the front court as Stanley County's off to the start they wanted. Again, coming off a good win at Langford area last week. Dump down low, great pass. Prince to Cook, and a layup for Nathan, and he's up to 8. 10-0, the first 10 of the game for Stanley County over Miller. 4:15 in the first quarter. Danberg, he's lost his dribble. He's in trouble. Had to deflect it right back to him so he can start a dribble again, and then he pushes over Nordstrom for an offensive foul. Well, you don't blame at all Danberg's aggressiveness there. But if you lead with your arm, it's going to get called. The 4th Miller turnover and the first foul on Danberg, the 2nd team foul on Miller. 4:05 in the first. Stanley County still hasn't allowed one yet. Cook up top for Duffy. Here's a 3 from the left side. Too long for Cormac, and it's Fernholz bringing down the rebound. First free three-pointer that Stanley County has tried. Fernholz into the lane for Wordle. Trevor drives, banks, misses, trying to gain his own board, can't save it, but it's off of Stanley County, and a Buffalo is slow to get up. So Miller will maintain possession. It's Nordstrom who's just now up. Nordstrom's limping a little bit. Well, the Buffaloes don't need this with Tane Bowman already out of the lineup, and Gavin Irving will come in for Nordstrom. Gavin, of course, is the 5'10 junior. Boy, I think, too, of that hit Nordstrom took in the last game of the football regular season. Here's a block. Duffy blocking a 3 by Danberg, but he gained his own board, moved to the rim, and traveled. Danberg with a good recovery there after Duffy had blocked his three-pointer, but then he commits Miller's 5th turnover. 3:33 in the first. Stanley County 10, Miller nothing here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. Almost certainly our final game from here this season, and what fun we have had coming to the banks of the Bad River this year. It's just been a delight. Duffy left wing, took the pass from Prince, left baseline, middle of the lane. Cook drives, scores again. Nathan Cook's up to 10, took the pass from Duffy. 12-0 Stanley County at 3:06 in the first. And a carry is called here on Miller as they turned it over again. Well, again, you see, and they're a young team. They played together now for a little bit, but when you're trying to play the speed of varsity basketball and you're playing with mainly freshmen and sophomores, it is tough. Josh Holland wants to turn this back around, and he wants to take the time to do it too. Back at his alma mater, Miller, also a University of South Dakota alum. One of the younger head coaches around, but he wants to do right by his alma mater. Out front to Prince, left wing Duffy, open, thought about that 3, but then he took steps for the 2nd Stanley County turnover. As Strand Scott is back in for Stanley County, Cormac Duffy with his first rest. 5 on the floor for Miller. Well, they're the 5 on the floor have been out there from the start. They haven't made a change. Alex Shoemaker, Adam Turner, Spencer Fernholz, Trevor Wordle, and Caden Danberg. Cook trying to knock it down, did. And Scott brings it down floor for Prince. Reverse layup. Wild shot that missed, in the rebound for Trevor Wordle for Miller. Rustlers still look for their first point. They come on a 3 from Alex Shoemaker. He's good. 12-3 Stanley County at 2:30 in the first. Nothing but net for Shoemaker on that 3. And for Alex, his 30th made 3 of the season. He leads this team. Prince on right wing near the timeline. Still 18 to shoot. We're down to 2:15 in the first quarter, and Stanley County by 9. Screen set by Cook, and the bounce goes to Nathan. Screen and roll, a lay-in, and Nathan Cook has 12 first quarter points, putting on a show in his senior night. 14-3 Stanley County at 2 minutes in the first. Shoemaker on right wing. Prince knocked a pass down, stole the ball, drove down floor, fouled before the shot. Shoemaker's foul is his first. Another turnover on Miller. That's 8 in the first quarter. 3 team fouls on Miller. Stanley County with 1 now. Here's Caden Gortmaker in for Miller. Caden is a 5'9 junior, 4.2 points, 2.8 rebounds a game, 1.3 assists and 1.1 steals, and he needs 3. Drives it in again. 14 in the first quarter for Nathan Cook. 14 of Stanley County's 16. The Buffs are up 16-3 over the Miller Rustlers. 1:42 in the first. Good baseline drive here by Spencer Fernals, and he drew a foul. And he'll have free throws. Took off from about the foul line and just sped right in and drew the first foul on Stanley County. Strand Scott, the second team foul on the Buffs. Fernals is a 64% foul shooter. This Miller team is at 58%. The first is too long. Stanley County makes a substitution. Cormac Duffy comes in to give Nathan Cook a deserved rest. What a first quarter he's had with 14. Maybe the plan to get in the ball this much on his senior night. Second free throw good by Fernholz, who now comes out in favor of Dylan Haas. It's 16-4 Stanley County. Dylan Haas averaging 3.4 points, 2.9 rebounds a game, a 6'1 sophomore. Stanley County 16, Miller 4. A minute 35 left in the first quarter here at Parkview Auditorium. No JV game. That's why we're on a little earlier than we first thought. Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Haas as he makes a good play right after coming in. Stanley County will inbound, though, right in front of the Miller bench, still with 25 to shoot and 90 seconds left in the first quarter. At the basket to our right. Duffy to Titsi in the left corner. Lob for Scott, middle of the lane, and throws it in with 2 hands. Good strong move by Scott for his first 2. 18-4 Stanley County at 1:18 in the first. Danberg on the left baseline. Drove for the goal, but had it knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. It'll stay with Miller. 29 on their shot clock. It's a scrappy team. They play hard. It's just a matter of being so young. And here is a drive by Danberg down the right lane line, but he is ending up in a dual possession, and Stanley County has the arrow, so that counts, unfortunately, for the stats as a turnover for Miller, although it was a very good effort. Adam Turner back in for Miller, replacing Alex Shoemaker. 5 on the floor for Stanley County are Gavin Irving, along with Cormac Duffy, Strand Scott, Evan Nordstrom, good to see him back out there, and Dason Titsi. On the baseline, it is a drive by Irving that's left short, and the rebound came down to Wordle, and then in a little bit of frustration, Titsi fouled him. Dason's first. Team foul number 3 on Stanley County. Cook didn't sit out the rest of the quarter. He's back in, and Jamie Juarez has another chance to play too for Stanley County with 61 seconds left in the first quarter. Thrown into Adam Turner and across the timeline, and a foul on Stanley County. On Nordstrom, Evans first, away from all that for a block. 14th foul on Stanley County. Miller has 3. 18-4 Stanley County on top of Miller. 57.6 left in the first quarter as it on the left wing to Dylan Haas. Into the lane for Wordle. Trevor Hook, he put it in. Nice move. Trevor Wordle's first 2. 8-6 Stanley County at 45 seconds. They now up 20, matching the longest at 14. And to the right comes Turner. And he lost it out of bounds. As Miller turns it over again, number 11. And Cook does return. So does Lathan Prince. Titsi and Scott to the bench. Last 20 seconds of the first quarter. Stanley County leads Miller 20-6. 15 seconds as Prince just dribbles it behind his back. Now they'll start the play with 10 seconds. Cook on the right wing. What a first quarter he's had. Double team. Draws a foul. Just a little bit of a lean in, and that's all it took to have the foul called on, I believe, Caden Danberg of Miller. Josh Holland's not too happy about that, but it is on Danberg, and that's his second. And the fourth Miller team foul. 7.9 as Juarez is out and Titsy back in for Stanley County. Inbound on the right baseline at the bucket to our right, or just below us, in our spot in the corner where we've enjoyed being this season. Duffy left wing to Prince, 4 seconds, 3-2. Prince from 17, off the rim. Cook grabbed a rebound, but couldn't get a second shot up. As the first quarter comes to an end, Stanley County leading Miller at the end of one on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, 20-6. It's the week for it, Friday and Saturday, the Blizzard Sale at Wegner Auto in Pierre. In 1 minute, the second quarter from Parkview Auditorium, here on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
He weighs only 22 pounds. He sleeps most of the day, but he has a lot of squeaky toys. And whoo boy does he like to run. If your new puppy or other addition to your family has turned your starter home from cozy to cramped, it might be time to talk to a member of the First Dakota National Bank's home loan team about the competitive rates on our More Room for the Dog to Run loans. Bank yourself at home with First Dakota, because who knew a puggle could take up so much space? Equal housing lender. Remember FDIC.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at the Miller Press can help you with letterhead, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing and now offer instant photo printing on multiple paper sizes. Stop into the Miller Press office for more information. 114 West 3rd Street in Miller, or call 853-3575. The Miller Press.
Strand Scott finds Nathan Cook for another layup as the second quarter begins. Stanley County now 16 up at 22-6, and Cook has 16 points. Shoemaker for Miller. And Titsy got knocked to the floor, and a little wraparound is called. Applauding, however, is Turner. Is this on Stanley County? It is. They called Titsy. He was the one that went to the floor, but he's called for the foul, his first and team foul number 5. Right wing jumper here is missing by Gortmaker of Miller, and the foul for Stanley County by Titsy, who's right in the middle of everything, and he's fouled. And that's number 2 on Fernal. So Fernal's on 2 with 2, Danberg with 2, and Fernhol's out, and Trevor Wordle back in for Miller. 7:32 first half. Stanley County with their longest lead of the game at 16 at 22-6. They've led from the start. They scored the first 12 of this game. Duffy at the foul line with a jumper for Cormac's a little too long, but Scott grabs the rebound. Missed that one, however, and Wordle has the rebound for Miller, and a lot of traffic. Miller on the left wing. A jumper here by Gortmaker is missing. And Duffy has the rebound for Stanley County. And the pass is too far and out of bounds in the front court. Just the 4th turnover on the Buffaloes here in this first half. 1 minute gone, second quarter. Stanley County with 16 from Nathan Cook. Leads by 16 over Miller, 22-6. Lob is knocked out of bounds, nearly stolen by Prince, but it'll stay with Miller. In the backcourt is Stanley County working on pressure. In from Wordle to Shoemaker. And Alex is into the front court, the freshman. Into the lane. Knocked right back at him by Strand Scott. The block. Here comes Titsy with a drive. He missed it, however. Scott couldn't grab the rebound. Wordle took it instead for Miller. And all the way with a baseline drive. That is off the rim by Wordle, but it's knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. So Miller will inbound with 6:36 left in the first half. Getting a little physical inside. Some of it's being called. Some of it is not. And a towel is taken by Max Foth to dry the basketball. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pier. Rebroadcasting on K296FI, 107.1 Fort Pier. Buckle up. Stay alive. David Burrow at Parkview Auditorium, where Stanley County has a 16-point lead over Miller in the next to last regular season game. Bounced a little too far, but Wordle's able to run it down on the right wing. Back up top for Caden Gortmaker, guarded by Titsy. Right wing for out, Shoemaker. Entry pass, right lane line. Wordle dropped the ball. Stolen from behind is Nathan Cook. Down floor for Prince. Left the layup short, but he's fouled. Great play from behind by Nathan Cook to tap that ball away. Prince fouled as he drove in by Caden Gortmaker, and that is his first, and the 16th foul on Miller. And Lathan Prince to the line. Juarez missed a couple of free throws earlier, so this will be free throws number 3 and 4 for Stanley County, and Lathan hit the first as Gavin Irving re-enters, and so does Evan Nordstrom. Out of Strand Scott, out also. Is Dason Titsy, and there'll be one more here for Prince, who Stanley County now leading by 17 at 23-6. Good, it's 24-6 for the Buffaloes over the Miller Rustlers with 6:16 left in the first half. You can see that there is a drive inside by Haas, and he's fouled. You can see there's potentially not bad talent on this Miller team. It may take another year or two. They're so young. It's so tough when you're trying to play varsity ball when you probably should be playing the sub-varsity game. The foul is the first on Scott, and Dylan Haas hits the first free throw for Miller for his first point to cut the Stanley County lead to 24-7 with 6:10 left in the first half, and Haas will shoot one more on the way and rimmed out, rebounded by Cook, and what a first half Nathan is having. Had a lot of rebounds in that first quarter. In fact, he is now up to 7 for the game. He had 6 in the first quarter and 16 points already. Nordstrom on right wing, 20 to shoot. Right corner, here's a drive by Irving. Left wing for a Duffy three, bottom. Cormac Duffy took the feed from Irving and hit the three. And Stanley County wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take 1-2 with 5:47 to go in the first half. Stanley County's lead now 20 over Miller at 27-7. And back in 30 with high school basketball on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
How you move matters. Avera Orthopedics helps you move freely and live life to the fullest with innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. Whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Miller throws the inbound pass out of bounds. Was it deflected? It was not. Miller turns it over for the 13th time, and Stanley County will have it right back and on the offensive end of the floor. The bucket to our right, left 27-7 over Miller with 5:47 left in the first half. It's out front to Prince, right wing above the arc, Duffy, right of the lane, dropped for Cook, couldn't hang on to the ball, but Duffy's there to pick it up from his teammates. Still 25 to shoot. Back out front to Nordstrom, who runs the point in this set for Stanley County. Nearly dropped, in fact was by Irving, but came right to Prince, who had a three on the right wing. Lathan Prince with the second made three for the Buffs tonight, and he's up to 7. 30-7 Stanley County with 5:18 to go first half. Dylan Haas for Miller into the right corner for Turner, knocked down and taken away. It's Duffy with it for Stanley County. To Irving on the right baseline, back out front to Prince. Long three for Lathan, rimmed the basket, and a foul as Trevor Wordle rebounded. Nathan Cook bumped him. And that's 2 on Nathan. Team foul number 7 will put Wordle on the line for a 1-and-1. With 5:02 left in this first half. Miller 2 out of 4 at the line. Wordle is there for the first time. He's a 60% shooter this season on 37 of 62. Spin after a couple of dribbles. It's good. 30-8 for Stanley County at 5:02 in the half. We'll explain about Stanley County girls action on Thursday and where you can see it. It won't be on the air locally, but it will be online. Wordle with the second one. That one is good. He hit both ends of the 1-and-1. Stanley County 30, Miller 9. 5 minutes left in the first half here at Parkview Auditorium. Good play by Irving with a behind-the-back dribble to keep it away from Alex Shoemaker, trying to reach in and take it away. Right wing Duffy open for a three. It is off the glass, but an offensive board is dropped, however, by Nordstrom and picked up instead by Caden Gortmaker for Miller. And Gortmaker is into the front court on right wing. Now to the half circle. Dropped it back for Haas. Drives for a layup that missed. Ooh, Scott the rebound. The right idea, just a little tiny bit short. Duffy back out front for Irving, 4:25 in the half. Fakes his way past Shoemaker and runs right into Wordle, who was standing still. And that is an offensive foul on Irving. His first, Buffalo's eighth. No free throws here, of course, as Dason Titsy's back in for Stanley County. Miller just 2 field goals so far. They're down 21 to Stanley County at 30-9. Buffaloes have led by as many as 23. Baseline left side, Gortmaker stops in the lane. Oh, he's in trouble, lost his dribble. So then he moved toward the goal and put it in with a one-handed scoop. Nice play for his first two. 32-11 for Stanley County. And on the other end, a whistle as Irving hit the floor. And it was Trevor Wordle of Miller that sent him there for his first foul and the 7th on the Rustlers. So it will be Gavin Irving to the foul line. 4-1-1 with 3:59 left in the first half. The front end misses, but the rebound is there for Cormac Duffy for Stanley County. He has a made three tonight, so does Lathan Prince. Down low, the pass too far for Scott. It's intercepted by Dylan Haas. For Miller into the front court, but then it's lost out of bounds by Adam Turner. And Miller turns it over again. All right, it's Thursday night. Buffalo girls playing at Mobridge Pollock. We'll have wrestling coverage here on KGFX. So that game at the Star 99 page at drgnews.com or the DRG News app. The live video will be there starting at 6:30 on Thursday evening. Left baseline, a floater, a one-hander, a little teardrop is good by Gavin Irving. Stanley County by 21 at 32-11, 3:23 and a half, Irving's first two. A bounce came into the lane. Wordle fighting off two Buffaloes for it, but finally the ball stolen by Cormac Duffy. Duffy left corner, Prince. Inside the arc. Now defender on him, so he dishes it to Scott Strand. Not quite ready for the pass. Missed the shot short, but Duffy comes up with an offensive rebound. And they'll resettle things here as they tried for a quick wild bucket inside. Here's a spin by Duffy, right baseline, short of the lane, drew a foul. Duffy, that spin from about 10 feet, and drew the bump with 2:51 left in the half. It is Trevor Wordle again. That's his second. And Duffy will have a couple of free throws. Team foul number 8 on Miller, also 8 on Stanley County. First of 2 for Duffy, rims out. Buffs just 2 of 6 at the line. Nathan Cook back in after a rest for Strand Scott. And for Miller, Andrew Knox makes his first appearance, a 6-foot junior, averaging less than a point and a rebound per game. Another free throw for Duffy. This one's good. Stanley County now with a 22-point lead at 33-11 and 2:50 left in the first half. Alex Shoemaker for Miller down the right alley over a double team. Lobs it for Gortmaker. Caden inside the arc, now back behind it on the right side. Dribbled it off his foot, and Prince picks it up. Stanley County with it back as Prince walks it across the timeline with 2.5 minutes left in the first half, where Stanley County has control. They've led all the way. They're up 22. Prince just eating old time here, down to 20 in the shot clock. As motion is in front of him to Cook for a layup. Nathan Cook with 18. Second bucket of the quarter, 35-11. Stanley County by 24 over Miller. 2:10 left in the half. Shoemaker on right wing. Titsy out there to guard him. Down to 2 minutes left in the first half right now. Shoemaker trying a spin move, but instead fell down, lost it out of bounds. And Stanley County looks to expand on what is now its largest lead of the game at 24 with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bowdle is where the Buffs will be on Thursday to play North Central. Drive by Duffy over the rim. Cook another rebound, and then whoops off the hands of Duffy and out of bounds. Turnover number 7. Cook's now up to 8 rebounds. Cook with another rest as Jamie Juarez comes back in. Promised a little bit more playing time on a senior night. 1:45 in the first half. Miller with it, down to Stanley County 35-11. Shoemaker guarded by Prince. That's a tough matchup for anybody, but especially for a young freshman. Finds Knox. Left wing for Gortmaker. Into the right corner for Turner. Back between the rings to Shoemaker. 13 to shoot. Foul, a hold is called. Nathan Prince caught with a hold. That's his second. Team foul number 9 will send Shoemaker to the line and bring Prince out of the game in favor of Gavin Irving. Shoemaker to the line for the first time. Alex has been good when he's been there. 16 of 22. Jump shooter from the outside, but doesn't get there a lot. But he's 73% when he's been there. And the front end of a 1-and-1 for Alex here. And he's good. And you can see why he has about a 75% foul shooter's form. That hit nothing but the net. 35-12 Stanley County. 1:23 left in the first half. And Shoemaker will shoot again for the green-clad Rustlers. And again, nothing but net. He hit it. Stanley County 35, Miller 13, down to 1:20 in the half. Some pressure here by Turner, but Gavin Irving deals with that. Then, he had taken a step across the timeline and then dribbled in the backcourt. That's a turnover. And Ricardo Garcia with a chance for some early minutes in this game. The 6-foot junior comes in for Stanley County with this big lead. Younger players having a little bit more playing time. Gortmaker for Miller. Lost it in the lane. Picked up by Juarez. 1:03 left in the half. Jamie Juarez. Here's a drive to the bucket, and he rolled it in. Juarez has points on his senior night. 37-13 Stanley County with 52 seconds left in the half. Nice move, too. Miller with it. Shoemaker on right wing. Bounce. Oh, good lead for Turner, and he's fouled. Beautiful pass on a bounce by Shoemaker for Turner, who was cutting down the right baseline. And he draws the foul here on Juarez. Jamie's first, team foul number 10, and Adam Turner deserves a couple of free throws after that. Miller's been good from the line, 6 of 8, and the first one here is good. 37-14 for Stanley County with 46 seconds to go in the first half. Shooting again is Turner, and this one misses, and Duffy has the rebound for Stanley County. Basket to our right, hand it to Garcia, right wing for Nordstrom, into the right corner for Cormac Duffy. Still 20 to shoot and 30 seconds left in the half. Nordstrom spin move, and a nice one. Floater goes! Evan Nordstrom's first two on a very pretty bucket. 39-14, Stanley County by 25 now with 18 seconds to go. Miller in the front court with Knox, who's fouled. Titsy trying to make a steal. Commit a foul instead. I believe it's on Dason. If so, it's his third. No, are they saying his second? All right, so team foul number 10 in any case, or in fact, they're over the limit. In any case, Alex Shoemaker back to the line where he hit a couple a moment ago. 15.7 to go in the first half. And Brandon Sulik, the official, says, hang on. Are we over the limit? And the scorer's table confirms yes. It's a 2-shot foul. It's the double bonus, not the 1-and-1. So here's the first of the two by the red-headed Alex Shoemaker. He's good. He's up to 6, 39-15, Stanley County, and Alex will shoot one more. 5'9". You're hoping he'll grow some, but he's a good shooter, and the second one rolls in for him. 39-16, Stanley County, 15 seconds, 14. Duffy took it from Juarez, and Cormack's into the front court. 9 seconds, guarded by Turner. Screen set, 6, drives to the right baseline, scores! Cormac Duffy going all the way for that one. And from half-court, Shoemaker hit the rim. That almost went in. But Stanley County with a big lead at the half over Miller here at Parkview Auditorium. Our halftime score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. The Stanley County Buffaloes 41, the Miller Rustlers 16. Yes, it's almost here. Friday and Saturday, BS. You could win a car at Wegner Auto on Saturday, you know. Drop by and see how you can do it. In the Blizzard sale, find incredible deals on cars this weekend. Stay tuned for the CHS Midwest Cooperative Halftime Report. We're back with that in Parkview Auditorium in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball on 1060, 107.1 KGFX. The live and archive video at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo.
Now, we don't have to tell you that farming gets more complicated every year, but we can Allegiant Seed Cooperative. Allegiant brings you leading for farm plans. These are proven farm made simple, and Allegiant comes from a trusted team that knows.
Your insurance is accepted and free delivery or mail service is available. Check our cards, dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall for you and about you.
Stanley County Buffaloes in control of the Miller basketball season in the regular season gets underway. This is the CHS Midwest Cooperative Halftime Report. I'm David Burrow. Our studio coordinator is Heather Williams. What a first half for Nathan Cook, leading Stanley County with 18. He had 14 of those in the first quarter. 8 boards also for Nathan. Lathan Prince hit a 3. He has 7. Cormac Duffy with 6. A 3-pointer made for him also. And 2 points from several people. Evan Nordstrom, Gavin Irving, Jamie Juarez, who gained the start on a senior night, Dason Titsey, and Strand Scott. Alex Shoemaker led Miller. He had 7 in the first half. Trevor Wordle had 4. 2 for Caden Gordmaker, 1 each for Adam Turner, Dylan Haas, and Spencer Fernholz. Stanley County with a 20-12 rebounding advantage. SC shot 53% from the floor, 2 out of 4 on threes, 3 out of 7 at the line. Miller, 3 of 15 from the floor, 1 of 3 on threes. They were 9 of 12 at the line. Rebounding advantage, as we mentioned, for Stanley County, 20-12, 19 turnovers for Miller and 8 for Stanley County. All right, so the action this week, we've got a lot of it. And let's tell you about what's going on in one other score tonight of interest. We have mentioned Mobridge Pollock, and the Tigers struggling early on tonight, but taking on a lower Brule team. And boy, the Stanley County Buffaloes know all about how athletic that team is, and they're leading up in Mobridge 11-3 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. That game is on Star 99 in Mobridge. And as we mentioned, girls playoff action is starting tonight in Class B. These are 8, 9, 7, 10, 6, 11 games in various regions. Potter County is underway against Sunshine Bible Academy in Gettysburg. The winner of that game goes to Harriet tomorrow to take on Harriet Selby area in Region 2B. That'll be on 100.7 KMLO at 6:40 tomorrow evening, and on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO tomorrow night. Also from that same region, the second seed Highmore Herald. Not a good finish to the Pirates' regular season, as the Pirate girls lost 5 of their last 6. But it's a brand new season now for the playoffs. North Central's Thunder, the opponent tomorrow night, 6:40 on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. And then on KPLO on Thursday, it is girls playoff action from Miller, as the Rustlers will host the Chamberlain Cubs for a spot in the Sodak 16. That'll be at around 6:40 on Thursday. And again, the Stanley County Buffaloes on the girls' side play in Mobridge on Thursday against Mobridge Pollock. Once again, not on the air locally. However, you'll be able to watch that game at drgnews.com at the Star 99 page. Just go to the top, click on where it says stations around 6:30 on Thursday night if you want to see that game. Click on Star 99. Of course, there'll be all sorts of state wrestling coverage here on KGFX, and that starts on Thursday. And tomorrow, it's Pierre Governor basketball on River 92.7. The Governor boys at Brookings at 6:30. The Governor girls trying to get things back in a good way. They dropped 6 out of 7. They'll host Brookings in their final regular season game of the Riggs High Gym. That's right here on KGFX, and that is tomorrow evening at 6:30. For these teams, one more game for Stanley County. That's Thursday night in Bowdle against North Central. Miller's final game of the regular season will be at home at the Miller Armory on Friday against Highmore Herald, and that game on Friday night will be on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. So, plenty of action. Keep looking on every station page at drgnews.com for the schedule. We'll update it as we go along, of course, because now the fun starts, and hopefully nothing to interrupt things right as the state tournament was going. Remember, they did get to play 4 games, the first 4 of the Class B girls tournament last year, but that's when the whole sports world stopped, and stopped for quite a while. Hopefully nothing like that again. And was talking with Bruce Bresee, the athletic director at Stanley County, earlier, that we've gotten to this point in this winter sports season is a minor miracle. It's really something. That's the CHS Midwest Cooperative Halftime Report, 41-16. Stanley County leads Miller at the half. Here at Parkview Auditorium, back in 2 minutes with the second half action. This is high school basketball on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
He weighs only 22 pounds. He sleeps most of the day, but he has a lot of squeaky toys. And whoo boy does he like to run. If your new puppy or other addition to your family has turned your starter home from cozy to cramped, it might be time to talk to a member of the First Dakota National Bank's home loan team about the competitive rates on our More Room for the Dog to Run loans. Bank yourself at home with First Dakota, because who knew a puggle could take up so much space? Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, we've been building partnerships for life by offering you a low-pressure sales process, no gimmicks, and passing our low overhead savings on to you. Our Ford Certified Service Department with senior master technicians is known for fixing it right the first time. And we offer a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, quality pre-owned vehicles, and top brand trailers and Kawasaki ATVs. Shop PioneerGarage.com or call 605-852-2122. Jan Bussey Ford.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
At American Family Insurance, we believe that with the right support, any dream is possible. For auto, home, business, or life, contact us today.
This is Crystal at Crystal Volquartz Agency Incorporated. Stop in or give us a call at 853-3324.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Stanley County leading Miller by 25 with the second half about to start here at Parkview Auditorium, and Miller already back on the floor with Stanley County still in their huddle. Alex Shoemaker, Adam Turner, Spencer Fernholz, Trevor Wordle, and Caden Danberg. Their starting 5 are on the floor. Stanley County comes out with Cormac Duffy, Dason Titsey, who normally would start, did not tonight as Jamie Juarez was given the start in the senior night, but he starts the second half, along with Strand Scott, Nathan Cook, and Lathan Prince. Second half throw-in brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, and it's Miller to do it since they have the arrow, and it's Adam Turner into Spencer Fernholz. Now Miller in green from left to right as you view it on the KGFX page of the app or at drgnews.com. Fernholz stops for a left wing 3 and hit it. Spencer Fernals with the second made three of the game for Miller, cutting Stanley County's lead to 41-19. That's the first bucket of the game for Fernals. He's up to 4. Bounce on the left wing for Duffy for Stanley County in white at the basket to your left as you view it online. Here is a dive by Prince, a reverse. It didn't fall, but running down the rebound in the right corner is Titsy. He drives and had it blocked from behind, but then a foul. It's on Miller, and it's on Alex Shoemaker. That is his second. And Stanley County will inbound. Left baseline of the bucket to our left. Out front to Gavin Irving, who's entered the game. Wild shot, nearly went, and he thought he got fouled. They didn't call it. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Stanley County, although Spencer Fernals and his head coach Josh Holland of Miller don't think so. And weren't afraid to say so, but they're giving it to Duffy, and he inbounds on the left baseline to Cook, and Shoemaker had stripped it away from him, and then Cook stepped on the baseline out of bounds. And Miller will have it back. 7:14 left in the third quarter, 41-19. Stanley County leading this young Miller team, only one senior. Into Shoemaker having to save it, does. Fernals can't reach it though, and Duffy steals it and lays it in. 43-19 for Stanley County, up to 8 now for Cormac Duffy. Right corner, it's Caden Danberg for Miller, up top to Fernals. Spencer, another three's coming, and he hit it again. Spencer Fernals has 2 threes in the second half. 43-22 for Stanley County now, and Fernals and Shoemaker both have 7 to lead Miller. Jason Titsy for Stanley County. On the left wing for Duffy, inside the arc. Out front to Titsy, right wing Irving, right corner. Here's a three by Cook, and it misses, but Titsy has the rebound. You don't see Cook take threes very often. Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Miller. He says, hey, it's a senior night. Let me do what I want, huh? Lathan Prince back in. Titsy will come to the bench. Cook with 18 tonight on his senior night. Nathan had 14 of those points in the first quarter. Out front to Lathan Prince, open, 3, too long, but Duffy trying to grab the rebound, but it ends up in a dual possession, although it does stay with Stanley County. With 6:24 left in the third quarter. Stanley County going for win number 10. It's into Duffy. Left wing Prince. Just left of the lane, bounce, stolen by Fernals, but then he fell down, and it's taken right back from him by Nathan Cook. Boy, Fernals is off to a pretty nice start in the second half. Left wing Prince open for a 3, spots, shoots, misses, rebound is grabbed by Caden Danberg of Miller, who is then grabbed by Strand Scott. I'm telling you, this is as physical as it gets. They're going to call this on Miller. They really are. Technical foul on a very unhappy Josh Holland. They're going to call it on Danberg. They've just thrown Josh Holland out of here. I think Brandon Solik said, you're gone. He is. Josh Holland continues to yell at the officials. And then Spencer Fernals gives him 5. Well, you could tell, and this was the first time I'd met him, a nice young man in Josh Holland who really wants to do right by his alma mater, but he does not feel he's been getting the right end of the calls tonight, and he just wouldn't stop. And Mr. Sulik said, I don't want to hear anymore. He kept saying it, and he said, 2 and you're gone. Prince has 4 free throws for technicals here, and he hit the first. 44-22, Stanley County. I can count on one hand the number of coaches I've seen ejected in all the years I've done high school basketball. It's about 3 now, I think. Prince hit the second. It's 45-22, Stanley County. He still has 2 more. And frustration, you know, has got to be building up. 2 tough losses the last couple of games for Miller. Josh wants to see this program improve. His players are so young. That's what's tough. Third free throw is good. It's 46-22 Stanley County, and Lathan Prince trying to make it 4 out of 4 as he goes for his 11th point. He rolled that one in, and it's 47-22 as Stanley County matches their longest lead of the game. Well, Josh Holland said his piece, but a little too vociferously. And he was warned to stop. Even after the first technical he was given, he was warned to stop. He didn't. Cook hands it to Prince. Lob back for Nathan inside. Missed it. But he's fouled on a disbelieving Fernholz. And I think he just got teed up. And the officials trying to gain a little control back in this game now. And they're hearing it from the Miller players. They've already heard it from Josh Holland. Aaron Zeller, the assistant, who's taken over now with Josh Holland out of the game. The Miller fans are making their displeasure known. And the three officials are getting together now. To talk about all of this. They're counting the bucket. Not a technical foul. And not a foul either on Fernholz. They're counting the bucket for Cook, so he's up to 20. The officials had to talk a long time to decide that. 49-22 Stanley County. Double dribble was called on a Miller team that is now fairly frustrated. 22nd turnover. Longest lead of the game for Stanley County is 27 at 49-22. And Josh Holland can't watch the rest of this one. He's gone with 2 quick tees. Right wing Duffy for Stanley County. Lob inside. Fernholz made another good play with a steal. Comes down floor. Drives for a layup. Missed, but he's fouled. And Spencer Fernholz, who has been all over this court in the first 2.5 minutes of the second half, will have 2 free throws here after he was fouled by Gavin. The second on Gavin. First team, second half. Fernholz, free throws, no on the first. And for Miller, out of turns out. Total is 4. Ball's rebound by Strand Scott for Stanley County. On the right wing, Cook bringing on the left side to Gavin Irving. Drives for a layup. Left that one short. Rebounded by Wordle. Miller comes down into the lane. A one-handed little teardrop by Gortmaker didn't fall. Gained his own board. Turned around, missed that too. Wordle with a third chance. That's off the rim. Fernholz trying to fly in. He couldn't put it in. And the rebound finally to Gavin Irving for Stanley County. Some action around the rim at both ends to start this third quarter. Cook on left wing. He's inside the arc. Now things have calmed down, at least for the moment, a little bit. Wow. On the baseline, Irving had it knocked out of his hand. It'll stay with Stanley County. 15 on the shot clock and 4:23 in the third. Jason Titze, Evan Nordstrom both back in. Strand Scott, Gavin Irving come to the bench. Inside block as Cook drove for the baseline, but this foul is definitely on Spencer Fernholz, and that is his third. Team foul number 5 on Miller, and it'll be Cook. With all these points done, he hasn't been to the line yet. He'll have 2 shots right here with 4:17 to go in the third quarter. By the way, here's the first free throw for Cook. Good. I saw a few years back as Caden Danberg's back into the game. I saw a coach get thrown out of a high school game, and then the official, realizing he shouldn't have thrown him out, and let him come back onto the floor in about the strangest thing I've ever seen in a basketball game. That was in Wyoming several years back. That was weird. Second free throw is short by Cook, and the rebound comes into Miller's Caden Gortmaker. 50-23 Stanley County with 4:08 left third quarter here at Parkview Auditorium. Here is a drive that is right lane line. Haas left it short. Duffy with a rebound for Stanley County. You can tell, you know what this Miller team wants to do inside. They're just leaving some chances short. Here's a long three by Prince, is off the rim. Cook, an offensive board, but he left that one short. Gained it a third time, missed that, and then walked. So 3 misses lead to a turnover. And Adam Turner's back in, replacing Caden Gortmaker for Miller. In fact, let's set the 5 on the floor for the Rustlers. Adam Turner, along with Alex Shoemaker, Trevor Wordle, Dylan Haas, and Caden Danberg. Passed down floor, knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. Or was it thrown away by Miller? Timeout is called, first by Miller, with 3:41 left in the third quarter. And Stanley County in control, leading Miller by a score of 50-23. It's 32nd timeout. We'll return in 30 here on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
Each South Dakota farmer operates differently, and that means that ag insurance should be as unique as every farmer in the field. Fisher Rounds & Associates gets to know you and your operation before we find a policy. That way, we can make sure you have the coverage you need. Contact Fisher Rounds & Associates and see what it means to have us at your service and at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving South Dakota farmers with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
50-23 Stanley County boys leading Miller here. A reminder that the Buffalo girls will have their 6A playoff game on Thursday night, and that'll be in Mobridge against Mobridge Pollock. And we'll tell you about the coverage details in a moment. Here is a drive in the lane by Prince, and he is fouled by Dylan Haas of Miller, his first. That's team foul number 6 on the Rustlers, and Prince, where he's 6 for 6 of the line, will go back there. Again, Thursday night, Stanley County girls at Mobridge Pollock, not on the air locally, but you can see the action online through the Star 99 page at drgnews.com. Prince's first free throw good. It'll be on around 6:30. As Turner is out and Fernals is back in for Miller. 6:30 Thursday night again at drgnews.com. Go to where it says stations on the top, click on Star 99, and the video will come up at 6:30 around that time anyway on Thursday evening from Mobridge. Second free throw good for Lathan Prince, who's now 8 for 8 at the line, and he has 13. 52-23, Stanley County's longest lead at 29. 3:30 left third quarter. It's Miller with Shoemaker. Right wing, a three by Dylan Haas is off the glass and rebounded by Cormac Duffy, who's having another good rebounding game for Stanley County. To Prince, and the Buffs slow it down with 3:15 left and a 29-point lead, their longest of the game. Duffy left baseline, drives and scores. Cormac Duffy makes it 54-23 Stanley County. He has 10, 3 Buffs in double figures. And it's taken away by Prince from Shoemaker, and he drives with a reverse layup. Got a little fancy there and missed it. Rebounded by Haas. Just lay it in, Lathan, you'll have it. Left wing, here comes a three that's missing everything by Danberg, but Dylan Haas brought the rebound in. Drive, scores. Dylan Haas has 3, 54-25. Stanley County leads Miller by 29 with 2:38 left in the third quarter. Stanley County beating some time with this big lead. They'll be 10-8 with one more game left in the regular season against North Central and Bowdle on Thursday. Jumper by Prince missing. Cook had a second chance, blocked, and a great play by Fernholz. And Wordle brought in the rebound. Wordle with it now. Baseline, little half hook. Drives, misses. Foul is called. With 2 minutes left in the third. Since the margin got to be over 30, clock is running here. As this foul is called on Nathan Cook, and that is his third, the second team foul of the second half on Stanley County. Cook's still in there, but Prince comes out. Jamie Juarez is back in. Lob to Fernals on the left wing, trying to drive a Nordstrom. 17-footer is off the glass, rebounded by Strand Scott for Stanley County, with 1:28 left in the third. 54-25, Stanley County leads Miller. Juarez down low as Titsy took the pass. He was fouled. Or did he push off to gain position? They're walking the other way. It's on Titsy, his third. Nope. Players were walking the other way, and then they said no come back here because the foul's on Caden Gortmaker. That is his second. Yeah, Titsy at the line. 1-1 here, as that was the 17th foul, and it missed, and it's rebounded by Wordle of Miller, and then it's knocked out of bounds. Wordle having a good rebounding game. 58 seconds left in the third. 54-25 Stanley County. Danberg into the right corner for Gortmaker for Miller. Just below us. Drop step. Gortmaker drives. Misses. Cook another rebound. He's had 3 in this third quarter. And with 37 seconds, it is Juarez. His drive to the hole. Offensive foul as he ran right over Spencer Fernals. Good job by Spencer to take the charge. Second and Juarez. Team foul number 3. Clock keeps running as the substitution is made. Even though the rule is the margin, if the margin gets to be 30, the clock runs in such situations, even if it drops below 30. But if it drops below 20, it'd be back to regular timing, but it's at 29 here. Shoemaker with 7 seconds for Miller. Drives blocked from behind by Juarez, but then Jamie stepped on the baseline. So it'll stay with Miller as the third quarter comes to an end. Andrew Fredrickson got in towards the end of that third quarter, too. Through 3 at the Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Stanley County 54, Miller 25. BS, it's coming Friday and Saturday. It's the Blizzard Sale. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute. It's high school basketball on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
Together with Hagen, they have formed a legion of multi-parents bent on the strength of your hard work.
56-28, Stanley County has doubled up Miller, 7:15 left. And on the right baseline as Danberg drove, he's fouled by Cook. And that's Nathan's 4th foul. Not in the active shooting, no free throws. Miller again ends their regular season at home on Friday against Highmore Herald. That'll be on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO at 7:25. Shoemaker missed a 3. The rebound tap to Jamie Juarez for Stanley County. Don't forget about our state wrestling coverage here on KGFX. Stanley County will have 3 wrestlers and an alternate at state. Here's a pass knocked away by Danberg and out of bounds. Brian Oakland with reports all through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here on KGFX starting in the 11 o'clock hour. Live coverage of Pierre in the dual tournament. They're going to reverse the call, and I think correctly. Governors will wrestle Mitchell at 4:30 on Thursday. If they win, they would wrestle again in the semifinal at 6:30 on Thursday. Fernals fades away, another 3, but Cook got a block in on this one, but it's saved nicely to Shoemaker for Miller. And a left wing 3, Fernholz again hit it. Can this kid shoot? 14 for him. They're calling it a 2, but still a nice shot. 56-30 Stanley County. He was inside the arc. It's a 2, but Fernholz now has 13 points and 12 since halftime. Prince backs it out with 5.5 minutes left. Bauman Lumber will bring you our player of the game at the end of this one. It's out to Juarez. Jamie's seen a lot of playing time on a senior night tonight. Juarez drives with a banker off the right baseline, misses, and there's Fernholz again with a rebound. Fernholz drives all the way. He just wants this ball now, and he scoops it in with a layup. And Spencer Fernholz now up to 15, and 14 of the 16 second-half points for Miller. 56-32 Stanley County. 3 minutes gone in the fourth quarter here at Parkview Auditorium. Prince Shoemaker having the tough assignment of guarding him. Freshman against junior to Duffy. Left wing for Cook. 14 to shoot as it comes to Prince. He stops in the half circle. Right wing for Strand. Scott way out on the wing. Shoemaker knocked it down, but Prince picks it up in the backcourt. Only 5 on the shot clock. 4 down to Scott. Drives, misses, left it a little short. And rebound by, who do you think? Fernholz. Down the floor again comes Spencer, but he dropped the ball this time, and Juarez picked it up. Spencer Fernholz is trying to do everything. Remember, he slapped 5 with Josh Holland when Josh was thrown out of the game, the Miller head coach, with 2 technicals, and since then he has just been wanting to do it all for this Miller team. 4:08 left. Down to 15 on the shot clock now as Juarez has it out front. Driving on Danberg, stops, drives again on Danberg. Right of the half circle, 8 to shoot. Prince, a very long 3. Bottom! Wow, from about 27 feet. And with 3:54 to play, Stanley County's lead is back up to 27 at 59-32, and head coach Max Foth wants a full timeout. And we'll take 60 as well. 59-32, Stanley County on top. It's Miller's timeout, but we're back in 1 minute on 1060 107.1 KGFX.
You can make your home sweet home even sweeter with a whole home Wi-Fi network. Venture Communications' 100% fiber optic internet services and managed Wi-Fi is perfect for smart TVs, laptops, smartphones, tablets, and iPads, and eliminates usage of your mobile data plan when you're at home. Ask about Venture's managed Wi-Fi router to enhance your internet experience and enjoy Wi-Fi in every room of your home. Contact Venture Communications 605-852-2224 or go to www.venturecom.net.
Lower your payment from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Now is the time to refinance your vehicle with rates as low as 2.49%, plus no payments for 90 days. The same friendly faces and customer service are at their new location, complete with convenient drive-through lane on Garfield Avenue at the Northridge Plaza. Low rates and 90 days, no payments. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Another 3 try. Good. This one is by Alex Shoemaker of Miller. The 5th made 3. The other 4 have been by Fernholz. Well, no, that's I take that back. Shoemaker with 2 and Fernholz with 3. 59-35. Titsey tries a 3 for Stanley County. Left it short. Strand Scott, however, has the rebound for the Buffaloes. Teardrop from the right side is missing by Juarez, and Shoemaker runs the rebound down. Well, there's been a lot of energy in this second half, despite the margin. Right wing, here is a 3 that's off the back iron by Gortmaker. It's becoming a 3-point shooting contest now. And Scott has the rebound for Stanley County. And the Miller fans wanted to travel because 2 Stanley County players went for the ball. These Miller fans, a little frustrated with what has happened this season. Drive all the way to the rim and a layup by Titsey for Stanley County. 61-35 Stanley County with 2:40 left. Again, when we have a chance, we'll tell you about Thursday night playoff action. Both of these schools will be involved. Bridge Runge is into the game, turns around and scores. Bridge Runge right in the middle of the lane. Has his first 2. Timeout's called to bring some younger players in for Stanley County. And Nathan Cook, saluted, takes a bow at midcourt. So does Jamie Juarez. The 2 seniors who are able to be on the floor, and they receive a standing ovation from their teammates and from coaches Max Foth and Damon Hoftheiser. That's pretty cool. On their senior night, unfortunately, Tane Bowman, another senior, not able to take part because he is on crutches with a cast on that foot. That's why the timeout was called, but what a cool moment right there. As Cook and Juarez no doubt leave this playing floor for the last time as seniors. So Ricardo Garcia is in. And Andrew Frederickson is also in for Stanley County with 2:23 left. Garcia out front, right wing, Nordstrom. Baseline drive, hands it on the left wing for Titsey, standing on the arc. Comes to the middle of the lane, over Runge and scoops it in. 2 fourth-quarter buckets for Dason Titsey. He has 6. 63-37, Stanley County leads Miller with 2:05 left. Shoemaker turns around, guarded by Titsey, lost the dribble. Hands it on the right side for Trayton Anson, who's into the game, but the ball's lost. and picked up by Stanley County. Anson is a freshman, another one, and he's 5'7". Titsy brought out front. Strand Scott tries a three, and he hit it! Oh, my goodness. Look at the big fella. Strand Scott just hit a three with 1:43 left. Timeout by Stanley County. Are you kidding me? 66-37. Stanley County leads Miller. The Buffaloes having some fun in their final home game of the year. And more for you in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
And now, words of advice from a South Dakota white-tailed deer.
Hello, great and strong humans. If I may, a word of advice about crossing a highway. Oh, look, bright lights. Whoa, look at the damage I just did. I hope that guy goes to Advanced Collision and Repair in Miller. Yep, only Advanced Collision in Miller can fix that. Oh, look, now I'm a deer angel. This is fun.
1022 East 3rd Street. Call 893-0190.
Well, that's the most unexpected moment of the year, but I'm sure Stanley County have been saving that for this night if this game was not close. Strand Scott just hit a three-pointer. Well, he's proven he can do it, so think about that for Stanley County going into next year. Scott, of course, is a junior. Ball taken away. Andrew Frederickson with a steal. Missed it, but Garcia couldn't follow, and Nathaniel Nelson, who's into the game, had it taken away from him. So all the younger players getting to play for Stanley County, and driving to the other end is Gortmaker with a nice move, and he scores it with a foul with 1:22 remaining. 66-39 for Stanley County. The foul is on Frederickson, and that is his first. Gortmaker with 4 and came across the foul line, a violation on the free throw. Okay, Thursday night, 6A girls action. Again, it's only going to take, with only 4 teams playing, 1 win to make the Sodak 16. The Miller Rustlers will host Chamberlain, 6:40 Thursday night. KPLO 94.5, 100.5. Stanley County at Mobridge Pollock. And you Buffalo fans can see that game online, and we'll explain how when we get an opportunity. Nelson dropped it. He's able to give it back for a jumper. Riley Runge, who's into the game, hit it. 68-39. Runge, the sophomore, 5'7". Those are his first varsity points. 50 seconds left. Shoemaker for Anson. For Gortmaker for Miller. Drives right lane, line scoops, run off the rim. Tough break. Nelson couldn't grab the rebound. Instead, it's Gortmaker following his own miss, and this time he scores. Gortmaker with 6. 68-41 Stanley County with 32 seconds left. Again, you can see the Buffalo girls as its ball goes out of bounds by Stanley County. It'll be Miller ball. You can see the Buffalo girls at Mobridge Pollock Thursday at the drgnews.com at the Star 99 page around 6:30 on Thursday evening. Won't be on the air locally, but you can see it online. Here's a lob in the lane for Briggs Runge, and he's fouled with 8.5 seconds to go. Briggs hit a shot a little earlier. Another big fella. Foul on Ricardo Garcia is his first. Let's see what Briggs can do at the foul line. 2 out of 5 this year, actually, for the sophomore. 2 shots for him here. Tries to bank it and misses. Miller will be 2-17. Stanley County with a win, 10-8. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game coming right up. Couple of spins by Briggs. Runge tries again. This one's good. Nothing but net. 68-42 with 8.5 seconds left. Stanley County by 26. Garcia crosses the timeline and passes it nearly out of bounds. A jumper at the buzzer is short, and the Stanley County Buffaloes, on their senior night and on their final home game of this regular season, take a win over the Miller Rustlers, and that is their 3rd straight victory over Miller. They won last year at the Miller Armory. The year before that, in the regional, they had beaten the Rustlers at the Miller Armory too, but they win tonight here at home. Our final score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, the Stanley County Buffaloes 68, the Miller Rustlers 42. Stanley County now 10-8. Miller 2 and 17. Look at our final stats. When we 2 minutes with high school basketball, 10-60-107. Scott, including a three-pointer on his last play of the game. They have been waiting to do that for a while, I think, and he nailed it, man. He had nothing but net. 2 each for Evan Nordstrom, Gavin Irving, Jamie Juarez, and for Riley Runge, the sophomore, got a bucket late. Spencer Fernals, what a second half he had for Miller. 14 of his 15 came in the second half. Alex Shoemaker had 10. Caden Gortmaker with 6. Trevor Wordle had 4. And we had him for 11 rebounds. Dylan Haas scored 3. Briggs Runge late with 3. And Adam Turner had 1 for Miller. Stanley County scored the first 12 of the game. Never looked back. Win number 10. They will assure themselves, by the way, of not having a losing season. They're going to have a winning season, or at least, I should say, not assured of a winning season, but they'll have at least a 500 season this year. Hey, if they can win on Friday night up in Baldo against North Central, they will assure themselves of a winning season, but they're going to be at least a 500 team. They're 10-8 after beating Miller tonight 68-42. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game, we will name him when we return to Parkview Auditorium here on KGFX in 30 seconds.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building material and affordable prices for residential or commercial products can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Boy, I like the way Spencer Fernals gets after it for Miller, and Alex Shoemaker has pretty nice shooting touch, the freshman. Lathan Prince, another fine game, and Cormac Duffy, too. But on his senior night, Nathan Cook saving one of his best games for last, 23 points, 12 rebounds, as Cook really controlled this game early on. On his senior night, Nathan Cook is our Bauman Lumber player of the game, and he, and I know Juarez, too, will have very pleasant memories from their final night playing on this floor. Again, for the Buffaloes, it's to Bowdle and North Central on Thursday night to close the regular season. And then almost certainly the Buffaloes will head up to Mobridge to take on Mobridge Pollock next week in the Region 6A game. Almost certainly. Mobridge Pollock at last report trailing Lower Brule tonight 44-35 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Again, with the 4 teams that are playing in Region 6, number 1 is Chamberlain, done with the regular season. Mobridge Pollock 0.3 of a point behind them. But if they lose tonight, they won't be able to catch the Cubs. Stanley County number 3, Miller number 4. So it looks like next week in the Region 6A games for spots in the Sodak 16, it would be Miller at Chamberlain and the Buffaloes of Mobridge, of Stanley County at Mobridge Pollock. That, of course, will all be shaken out a little bit later this week. And, of course, we will have the Buffaloes one more time in the playoffs next week right here on KGFX. And, again, we expect that to be a week from Thursday. But, again, let's remind you one last time, the Buffalo girls playing at Mobridge Pollock in Region 6A on Thursday night for a spot in the Sodak 16. Again, not on the air locally because of wrestling coverage here on KGFX, but what you do on Thursday around 6:30, go to drgnews.com, click on the Stations tab at the top, click where it says Star 99. That's Star 99 in Mobridge, as they have action of Mobridge Pollock Tiger basketball, and you'll be able to see that action on Thursday at around 6:30. So that's what's ahead this week, as there's plenty of playoff action. And don't forget our next basketball on KGFX tomorrow night. Pure Governor girls with their regular season finale hosting Brookings of the Riggs High Gym at 6:30. Governor boys at Brookings on River 92.7, and that is at 6:30 tomorrow evening. On your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, don't veer for deer, slow down, and stay alert. High school basketball on 1060 107.1 KGFX has been brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Pure Physical Therapy and Rehab, along with the Miller Press, Carr Chiropractic, Miller Rexall Drug, Jambusy Ford and Highmore, Crystal Volkertson Agency, your American Family Insurance agent in Miller, Ken Clark Insurance, Venture Communications, Advanced Collision and Repair in Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply. The video will be archived shortly at the KGFX page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com, and it's brought to you by Bauman Lumber and Wegner Auto. Our video scoreboard sponsors, Sioux Nation and Fort Pierre, and our special in-game sponsors include Becky Potsaba, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, CHS Midwest Cooperative, Bauman Lumber bringing you our player of the game, and Wegner Auto all season bringing you our scoreboard. Our thanks to all of them, of course, and our most sincere thanks to Athletic Director Bruce Bresee here at Stanley County, going all the way back to football, some volleyball action. He's just been a tremendous help to us all year long, and we very much appreciate it. And you heard us say the same thing to Max both earlier. Of course, the Buffalo football coach, he has been so helpful to us, and we are so grateful for it. We really enjoy being here on the banks of the Bad River all season long. Thanks also to our studio coordinator, the one and only Heather Williams. I'm David Burrell. Stanley County Buffaloes with a big night on their senior night as they pick up win number 10. The final score one last time on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, the Stanley County Buffaloes 68, the Miller Rustlers 42. Thank you for listening, and good night from Fort Pierre.